YouTube isn't like it was just 5 years ago. It has really become a crowded place. So if you are looking to significantly grow your channel, you're going to have to put in a bit more effort into your videos, specifically into your post-production editing. Hey, it's Leah Ray from toddandleahray.com, and I'm going to walk you through my 6 changes that I made in my editing process, which increased our viewer retention, or average view duration, if you're familiar with the lingo, the percentage that people watched from 40% or less to 60% or higher. And it increased our viewers' watch session, the amount of time that they stayed on YouTube. If you're looking to grow your channel, then it's crucial that YouTube starts ranking or suggesting your videos. If you work to increase your average view duration percentage, how much of your video your viewers actually watch, you're telling YouTube that you're creating good content that people enjoy and they want to see, which is one key thing that YouTube is looking for in their algorithm when they decide what videos to show to people. Now, another key ingredient that YouTube algorithm is looking for is really how long your viewers are staying on YouTube, which is really their #1 goal. They want to keep people on YouTube for as long as possible so they can get more ads in front of them and make more money. It just makes sense. So we had to make a shift. We had to change, instead of focusing on every video, either getting them to subscribe or to generate a lead or to make a sale, we made a shift so that the real goal of every video was just to get our viewers to watch more of our videos. I learned from the top YouTube creators and went to work studying our own retention graphs in order to figure out what changes that we could make that would make the biggest difference for our specific videos on our channel. Now, you can see your retention graph for any specific video here under the analytics page. Now, this is an example from before we implemented the changes that I'm going to walk you through. About 10 seconds into the video, we were already down to about 70% retention. That's not good. That's pretty bad. And at about 1 minute, we were already down to 50% retention. This is really not good. This video ended with an average view duration in the low 30s. This isn't a good signal to YouTube. It's specifically telling YouTube that the content isn't good and they are not going to suggest it to people. Now compare that to this video that we had well over 80% at the 10-second mark and still above 75% 1 whole minute in. Now, this is also a great graphic that shows the difference. The higher percentage of impressions that comes from YouTube, the better. It's basically saying how much YouTube likes your stuff and how much they're showing it to people. The first video is only at 5.6% of impressions came from YouTube showing it to people. That's really, really low. That means out of all the impressions that our video received, impressions being someone saw the thumbnail or the title, only 5.6% of that came from YouTube showing the video to people. Now compare that to a recent video that we made following all 6 of these changes, and that is up to 55.3%. So here are the 6 things that we changed in our videos that made a world of difference in our retention rates and in getting YouTube to show people our videos. Now, #1 is actually just making a couple tweaks while you're shooting your videos. Now, I really had to up my energy way higher than I felt like I needed to when I was shooting my videos. There's something weird that happens on video where a lot of your energy doesn't translate onto the video. You lose a lot of energy when it actually goes into video format. So amp yourself up, do jumping jacks, get really excited, use your hands, but think really, really high energy when you're shooting your videos. Now, another change that we made during shooting is making sure to give a really good hook within the first few seconds of a video. Now, I thought I was doing this before, but in hindsight, I realized I could have done it a lot better. So even if you don't script out your entire video, maybe use bullet points or just go off the top of your head, that's fine. But you should spend a bit of time making sure your opening lines to your video really makes your audience want to watch the video, want to watch the whole video. Change #2. We also found that the more I talked before getting to the core content, the more people we lost right at the beginning of the video. So I actually stopped adding our entire intro clip that we used for branding. Now, I really like the clip. I do. It's a great little branded video. It was 7 seconds long, and we were just losing viewers during that time. Now, for branding, we still have our lower third, which is this right here. We still do that during our videos so that we do get some branding in during the process. I also stopped doing the little introduction to our channel in every video. I was previously telling people what our channel was about and inviting them to subscribe at the beginning of every video. But again, that just took longer to get to the core content and more people were dropping off at the very beginning of our videos. When someone clicks on a video, They want to get the core content right away, exactly what they're looking for. They want to see it right now because people have really short attention spans. And if you provide great content, people are going to subscribe at the end of the videos anyway. Now, the bulk of our editing is actually dedicated to providing what's called pattern interrupts. Now, when people are looking at something, the same thing for quite a while, they get used to it. They get used to the pattern that they're seeing, like me, just standing here talking, maybe waving my hands a little bit, but they get used to that and they get easily bored with it. So you want to break things up in your video, say with different camera angles, zooming in, zooming out, adding jump cuts, adding graphics. It really wakes people up a bit. It changes the pattern. It's called a pattern interrupt, and it keeps them interested and engaged in your video. So change number 3 was just adding jump cuts. So jump cuts just mean that you're cropping out either a few frames or really a lot of frames from your video so that your finished product is just all good content. You just keep rolling through it. You're taking out any ums, any pauses, any mess ups. Frankly, this makes your videos a lot easier to shoot because you aren't trying to get it all in one cut. You can take it just phrase by phrase, paragraph by paragraph. You have a lot more flexibility when you're actually shooting the video. On top of that, it can really improve the pacing of the video, helping to keep the energy level up. So I'll often add jump cuts throughout my videos, even when I don't need to, like I don't need to cut out an up, or I actually say right or K a lot when I'm just talking. So even if I don't need to do a jump cut, I'll just add them in because it's a pattern interrupt and it's going to keep people more engaged, paying attention to the video, and it keeps the video's energy level higher. These are jump cuts, just in case you weren't aware what they were. Now, if you don't know how to do jump cuts when you're editing, don't worry about it. Just make sure that you subscribe and you click the little bell button for notifications because this is actually the first video in a series that we're gonna do all about editing your videos. And we're gonna be publishing short little clips on how to do each of these individual techniques within your editing software and YouTube over the next several days. So make sure that you're subscribed. Now, number 4 is adding visual graphics, just like this one. Adding words or even images to your videos during your editing process is a great way to keep your audience engaged. It wakes them up a bit, and it also allows you to really drive home the most important points that you're making. Always look for opportunities to either add text or even screenshots in your videos. Now, the final 2 changes that I made were really all about getting people to continue to watch more of our videos in particular. So number 5, in the final 20 seconds of the video, while we're still giving content, we actually shrink the video down to about 50% of its size and tell people why they should click the video or the playlist that I'm going to use as my end screen within YouTube. Then I make sure to add that video or playlist within YouTube after I've uploaded my video but before I publish it. Number 6, cards. Now, within YouTube, after I've uploaded a video, but before I published it, I will actually add a card about 2/3 of the way through the video. A card specifically to a playlist or a video so that if they're starting to get bored, hopefully instead of jumping off to someone else's videos or playlists, they're gonna stick on ours and watch more of our videos. Then, once the video is published, after a couple days, you actually get to see your analytics coming through and you can see your average watch time. When you know what that average watch time is, then I just move that end card that I put it about 2/3 of the way done, I slide it over to just about 5 seconds or so before the average watch time. So if the average watch time is say 3:01, then I just move the card over that I originally added about 2/3 of the way into the video. I move it over to about 2:55, 2:56 or so. So hopefully I'll be able to re-engage with those people who I'm losing in that video and move them over to another one of our videos before they leave our content altogether. Now, by implementing all 6 of these changes, you can start to see a drastic improvement in your analytics, and you'll be able to see YouTube starting to get your videos in front of more people, increasing your views and increasing your subscribers. Now, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for our upcoming video tutorials on how to do each of these steps within the editing software and within YouTube. Again, this is Leah Ray from ToddandLeahRay.com. Know that we are rooting for you. We are here to help you create the time freedom that you and your family deserve. If you are new to our channel, make sure to say hi in the comments so that we can welcome you to our community. We'll see you soon.